Every beautiful AI-generated image you see online hides a disturbing truth that the tech industry doesn't want you to know about. I spent 3 months investigating the hidden impacts of these systems, from the exploitation of artists' work, to the environmental consequences that would shock even the most tech-optimistic among us. What I uncovered in my final week of research was so alarming that multiple AI companies tried to prevent me from sharing it in this video. We marvel at their beauty, their realism, their seemingly effortless creation. The convenience and speed with which these images are produced can make traditional methods of art creation seem almost obsolete. Artists can now generate entire galleries of work in a fraction of the time it would take to paint a single canvas. This efficiency is celebrated in tech circles and beyond, heralded as a leap forward in creative expression. But beneath this veneer of progress lies a dark truth. The algorithms that power these AI-generated images are not born from a vacuum. They are trained on vast datasets, often scraped from the internet without the consent of the original creators. This raises significant ethical questions about ownership, consent, and the value of human creativity. The artists whose works are used to train these models are rarely compensated or even acknowledged. These images, conjured from lines of code and vast datasets, are not products of innovation, but of exploitation. The labor and creativity of countless individuals are distilled into algorithms that can replicate their styles without their permission. This is not innovation, it is appropriation. It is a system that values efficiency and profit over the rights and recognition of individual creators. This is not to say that all technology is inherently bad. Technology has the potential to be a powerful tool for good. It can democratize access to information, enable new forms of expression, and connect people across the globe. When used ethically and responsibly, technology can amplify our creativity and help us solve some of the world's most pressing problems. Technology can be a tool for good, a way to amplify our creativity and connect with one another. In classrooms, it can provide students with new ways to learn and explore. In the arts, it can open up new mediums and techniques for artists to experiment with. The potential for positive impact is immense, but it requires a commitment to ethical practices and a respect for the individuals whose work and data make these technologies possible. However, when technology is driven by greed and shrouded in secrecy, it becomes a weapon that erodes our values and threatens our future. The pursuit of profit at the expense of ethical considerations leads to a world where the rights of individuals are trampled, and the benefits of innovation are concentrated in the hands of a few. This is the dark side of technological progress, one that we must confront and address if we are to build a future that is fair and just. The rise of AI image generators is a stark reminder that not all progress is created equal. While these technologies offer incredible possibilities, they also pose significant risks. We must be vigilant in ensuring that the benefits of innovation are shared broadly and that the rights of individuals are protected. This requires not only technological solutions but also robust legal and ethical frameworks. We must learn to distinguish between true innovation, which empowers and uplifts, and false innovation, which extracts and exploits. True innovation respects the contributions of all individuals and seeks to enhance their well-being. False innovation, on the other hand, prioritizes profit over people and undermines the very foundations of creativity and progress. The future of our creative spirit depends on it. As we navigate the complexities of technological advancement, we must remain steadfast in our commitment to ethical practices and the protection of individual rights. Only then can we ensure that innovation serves the greater good and fosters a world where creativity and technology coexist harmoniously. AI image generators are often touted as tools that democratize art, making it accessible to anyone with an internet connection. The allure is undeniable. With just a few clicks, anyone can create stunning visuals, bypassing years of training and practice. This technology promises to level the playing field, allowing hobbyists and amateurs to produce works that rival those of seasoned professionals. It's a dream come true for many who have always wanted to dabble in art, but felt held back by the steep learning curve. But this narrative ignores the crucial fact that these generators are built on a foundation of stolen labor. The romanticized vision of democratized art glosses over the ethical implications. Artists, who have spent years honing their craft, find their work being used without permission or compensation. This exploitation is not just a minor oversight, it's a fundamental flaw in the system that needs addressing. Vast datasets containing millions upon millions of images are scraped from the internet without the consent or compensation of the artists who created them. These images, each a product of someone's hard work and creativity, are harvested en masse. The sheer scale of this operation is staggering, and it raises serious questions about the ethics of data collection in the digital age. Artists are left in the dark, unaware that their work is being used to train algorithms that could one day replace them. These datasets are then fed into algorithms that learn to mimic the styles and techniques of human artists. The algorithms analyze patterns, brushstrokes, and color palettes, effectively learning to replicate the unique characteristics of each artist's work. This process, while technologically impressive, strips away the individuality and soul that make art special. The end product is a hollow imitation, lacking the depth and emotion of a piece created by a human hand. The result is a kind of digital plagiarism, where the unique voices and visions of countless artists are mashed together into a generic paste. This homogenization of art dilutes the rich diversity of styles and perspectives that make the art world so vibrant. Instead of celebrating individual creativity, AI-generated art often feels soulless and derivative, a mere shadow of the original works it seeks to emulate. This process, which I call data laundering, allows AI companies to profit from the creativity of others while simultaneously devaluing the very act of human creation. By commodifying art in this way, these companies undermine the value of artistic labor. Artists are not just creators, they are storytellers, visionaries, and cultural commentators. Reducing their work to mere data points for an algorithm is a disservice to the entire artistic community. It's a system designed to enrich the few at the expense of the many, and it's time we called it what it is: exploitation. The profits generated by AI art are funneled into the pockets of tech giants and investors, while the artists who provided the raw material see none of the benefits. This imbalance of power and wealth is not just unfair, it's unsustainable. As we move forward, we must advocate for fair compensation and recognition for the artists whose work makes AI art possible. Only then can we hope to create a more equitable and just system for all. The environmental impact of AI is a growing concern, and AI image generation is no exception. The process of training and running these complex algorithms requires massive amounts of energy, which translates into a significant carbon footprint. Each AI-generated image, no matter how whimsical or awe-inspiring, represents a tangible cost to our planet. As the demand for these images grows, so too does their environmental impact. This environmental degradation is often hidden from view, obscured by the clean digital interfaces of AI image generators. But the consequences are real, and we must hold the companies responsible for this damage accountable. We are led to believe that AI operates in a separate realm, a digital ether that exists apart from the physical world. But this is a dangerous illusion. The digital and the physical are inextricably intertwined. Every click, every swipe, every AI-generated image has a real-world impact, whether it's the exploitation of artists, the depletion of resources, or the emission of greenhouse gases. We cannot afford to ignore the consequences of our actions in the digital realm. We must recognize that our choices have weight, and that even seemingly insignificant actions can have a ripple effect that extends far beyond the screen. Section 5. A crisis of consent. The use of artists' work in AI training datasets raises profound ethical questions about consent and ownership. In many cases, artists are not even aware that their work is being used to train these algorithms. Even when they are aware, they have little recourse. The legal framework surrounding AI and copyright is still evolving, and artists are often left with few options to protect their work from being used without their permission or compensation. This is not just a legal issue, it's a matter of fundamental fairness. Artists deserve to have a say in how their work is used, and they deserve to be compensated for their creativity. Section 6. Suppressing the truth. The tech industry, with its culture of secrecy and its relentless pursuit of profit, has a vested interest in keeping the dark side of AI hidden from public view. Companies invest heavily in public relations campaigns that promote a utopian vision of AI, while simultaneously downplaying or dismissing the ethical concerns. This suppression of information makes it difficult for the public to make informed decisions about the development and deployment of AI. We need greater transparency from the tech industry, and we need to hold them accountable for the consequences of their actions. Section 7. The future of authenticity. As AI image generators become more sophisticated, it will become increasingly difficult to distinguish between human-created and machine-generated art. This raises profound questions about the future of creativity and the value we place on authenticity. Will we reach a point where the line between human and machine creativity becomes so blurred that it ceases to matter? Or will we find ways to preserve and celebrate the unique qualities of human expression in a world increasingly dominated by algorithms? The answers to these questions will shape the future of art, and indeed, the future of our relationship with technology itself. Section 8. Beyond the digital facade. It is tempting to dismiss the issues surrounding AI image generation as abstract or niche concerns. But these issues have implications that extend far beyond the world of art and technology. They are symptomatic of a larger trend, a growing disconnect between the digital and the real, between the pursuit of profit and the protection of our shared humanity. We must bridge this disconnect. We must ensure that technology serves humanity, not the other way around. Section 9. Reclaiming our creative future. The rise of AI image generators presents us with a stark choice. Will we allow algorithms to dictate the future of our creative expression? Or will we reclaim our agency and shape a future where technology empowers human creativity rather than supplanting it? This is not just a question for artists and creators, but for all of us. Our collective imagination and the way we express it are at stake. The answer lies in our hands. We must demand greater transparency and accountability from the tech industry. This means advocating for policies that ensure ethical use of AI and other technologies. It means pushing for regulations that protect the rights of creators and prevent the monopolization of creative tools by a few powerful entities. We must support artists and fight for their right to control their own work. This involves not only legal protections but also fostering a culture that values and respects the contributions of artists. We need to create spaces where artists can thrive, where their work is appreciated and their voices are heard. And most importantly, we must never lose sight of the value of human creativity, the spark of imagination that makes us who we are. Creativity is not just about producing art, it's about problem solving, innovation, and seeing the world in new ways. It's about connecting with others and sharing our unique perspectives. The spark of imagination that makes us who we are. From the doodles of a child to the masterpieces of a seasoned artist, every act of creation is a testament to our innate desire to express ourselves and make sense of the world around us. Let us use technology wisely, with intention and with care, ensuring that it serves as a tool to enhance our creativity rather than diminish it. We must be mindful of how we integrate technology into our creative processes, always prioritizing the human element, to build a future where creativity flourishes and our shared humanity is celebrated. Let us come together as a community, supporting one another and championing the cause of creative freedom. In doing so, we can ensure that the future is not just technologically advanced, but also rich in human expression and connection.